Welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, we've got a lot to do today. We're going to build a nice little factory using one of our previous blueprints, and it's going to allow us to make both radio control units and computers. It's going to be super cool. But first, we're going to put in some power. It's always good to have some power. And then we know that we're going to need 6 remote drone ports. We need 2 to add radio control units and computers to our network because we want to have new items built on the network. And then we're going to need 3, 1 to bring in crystal oscillators, copper sheets, and aluminum casings. And then we're going to need 1 to charge the whole thing up with batteries. It is my belief that I have everything that we need for the drone remotes. Now we're going to build it here because we are building on the edge of the map. So you never quite know where the edge is until you know for sure when you're instantly dying. You know, sometimes I think I should pick a different favorite tile. It can be difficult to find where these things are supposed to be. Of course, once you get the first one down, the rest are a lot easier to deal with because you go into blueprint mode. And normally they locked it together pretty nicely, but for whatever reason, this one's not doing that. So we're just going to have to eyeball it. Come on, you. Let me charge this one up. Take back to the air. All right. I don't know, for whatever reason, I was trying to avoid putting this on my toolbar, but it seems like we should. I find this to be a bug. If you type in this bar, you cannot get that item on your toolbar because all the other keystrokes go to the search. So now I got to go through all the crazy amounts of blueprints. Or let's see if we can do it. if we go to drone, then click here, then click 4. No. There we go. All right. Back to the air. That's 4 of them. Come on, you. I don't know why that time I thought it'd be different. Okay. That is all of our goodness required. What we can do, and we do have that very annoying visual bug. I launched this one incorrectly somehow. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuild this, and then I'm going to log out and log back in, so that way we can get rid of this visual bug, just so it's not confusing what's going on here. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We have everything nicely built, and we are picking up exactly where we left off. So first thing we want to do here is we want to name this something like radio computer battery. Demand? Can I fit demand in there? Oh. We'll make it request. Okay. So this port is going to pull batteries from our battery factory. If I can find it. Huh. Well, this is an interesting problem. How do I select this? What an interesting choice they've made here. Did I call it Battery Factory? I did. Ooh. That was a close one. And we want transportation, a drone. And then for this, the output. Oh, I need to go back to my standard toolbar here for a minute. The output goes into the input. The output comes out of here, goes downstairs, gets stored twice. Why aren't you moving? Oh, no. You're not moving because I didn't bring any batteries with me. That's bad news. And I almost guarantee there aren't any in my build. There wouldn't be any reason for there to be any around here. Let's build this battery setup real quick, and then we'll run off and get some batteries. Oh, oh no, these are both passive shippers. So they're not going to have batteries. I do want some crystals, though. Grab those. Let's sigh. We need some aluminum. I'm thinking about this. It might make sense to set up a battery port that actively ships out batteries. All right, let's talk about this. I'm actually going to chat about this while we're going to go manually grab these batteries here. Normally I do a cut, but we've got a long one in store, so why does it hurt to make it a little longer? So if I had a battery port hooked up to this battery factory over here, this purple wonder that I've got going on, and it was set to, it had a drone port, it had a drone, it obviously has batteries, and then we could set it to basically temporarily deliver batteries. Why do we have one of these floating above? We really shouldn't have that situation very often. So that way it's like, whenever I bring on a new factory, I can just request, hey, send me a few batteries. It'll make a trip with some batteries, and then I can let that new port request batteries from the passive shipping location. I think that's something I need to consider as part of the battery factory design. I'm also not going to let myself get totally distracted by the fact that I've got... Oh. Whatever it was, it figured it out. I was just waiting in line to pick up some batteries, which sadly doesn't look like there are any to be picked up. Okay, I guess I'm gonna let myself get a little distracted. It looks like our battery production isn't exactly where it needs to be because we don't have enough batteries to make enough batteries here. This guy's not pulling in the sheets. Plenty of plastic, plenty of sulfur. Not enough aluminum sheets. We got a couple of problems here. We're going to fix just the one, though. We're going to grab ourselves a few batteries. I'm going to make a manual delivery of aluminum here just to kickstart this. Though that drone should be picking up aluminum sheets for me. Yeah, this whole thing's about to fall apart. Give me a second. I'll be right back. A little bit of drama. Well, I found the problem. I'm back in the swamp. And we found that our aluminum ingot factory is didn't have any batteries. So I put some batteries in here. The point is that not really that these guys didn't have batteries in this port, is that their port pair didn't have batteries. So the one time I decide not to use storage and put a huge backlog of batteries, it's cost me dearly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably... Yeah, so we're still making ingots over here. Everything's probably backed up. I'm going to have to double check that as well. But I'm just going to grab a cartload here and on my way back to the actual build site, you know, the point of this video, I'll drop those off just to make sure that our battery factory gets a little jump start. Then we'll just double check what's going on in here. All right, these guys look like they're okay. They've got water on the output, or no water on the output. So they're not backed up or anything. Looks like we could use some extra coal, and that's because our coal delivery is the same line as our aluminum ingot delivery. So now that we've hoisted a few batteries into this side of the delivery mechanism, we should start getting some coal back as well. Yeah. 900 coal coming in. That could have been really bad. I mean, it's already bad. Because now we're we have to question every step of the way here. Actually, will you? No, I missed it. Too late. Okay, so now I'm going to head back to the aluminum factory. Why are we destroying these? How are you counting that as over? Oh. Okay. Ah. So we still had our storage. See, storage is working for us. We'll always have a nice little backlog of ingots to ship out. Now, whether they move up to the drone port fast enough, that's a different question. Let's manually do that. Okay, so now there's a good chunk of aluminum ingots in the drone port. And we're going to go back over here and grab another chunk of those, and then we're going to run those back on our way back to our target build area. All right, be right back, and then I think when we return, we'll be back to the factory, building the actual factory we wanted to build this time. Be right back. Okay, we're back. That was an adventure and a half. I distributed a good chunk of aluminum ingots and just double check to make sure that our now battery factory, as you can see off in the distance there, has a few batteries for us to deal with. I had a couple stacks of emergency batteries lying around. So I dropped those in here just to make sure that they're all working as we would expect. And then secondarily, I want to make sure that we have a little starter amount of batteries so we can start collecting materials. Oh, of course, I dropped off all the aluminum sheets that I had on me. Which that might mean that I don't have enough aluminum sheets to make the build now, but I normally bring extra sheets, so we might be okay. Okay, so this one is going to be, I guess inside our transportation, we just build all the drones, right? And the basic thought pattern is that we're going to want to add the materials to this end of the factory build, and then the factory is going to build out that way, and then bring the material back this way. I think that's what we want. We've got silica locally, right? That's our quartz crystal and silica factory. And that's it getting loaded up onto the train and then shipped over to the computer complex. So we don't need silica. What we do need are some radio crystal os demand. And we want to go to the crystal oscillator passive shipper. Then for you, we're on the radio. We want you to give us some copper sheets. Probably want this to be more of a demand over here, right? And you. And then this last guy, unfortunately, is going to have a little bit of trouble because we are having issues with our aluminum. But we want the casing. Oh, let's cut that out and let's call it radio first. Radio aluminum casing demand. Okay. And then we'll tell this port that we want to get it from the aluminum casing passive shipper. And then these last two will just be our places where we collect the outputs of the factory for shipment. Yeah, okay, yeah. So there's already a full boat of batteries in here. So there's already been one positive opportunity. Now, half the batteries first go to itself, right? Which is a smart play on my part because that way you always have batteries to at least bring in more batteries. $300 more batteries. Okay, so we're back where we need to be. We're doing okay. Now, let's do some clicking, shall we? We want to put in... Let's go to our blueprints and let's pick up our radio control computers. I don't know how many of these we can do at a time. We're targeting 20 total. Let's just start off with 2. Let's just get the first 2 built. And let's get our hover back on. Sort down our stuff. Or not. And let's drop some of this fuel. And we don't need 1 quartz crystal. Okay, that looks better. Let's just pick up the things that we need to build these 2. I'm looking for steel. There we go. Let's see how many foundations we have. 2. So it's 10. That would be 8 plus 1 on each side for 10. We probably could go down here to start. Give ourselves a little bit of room, right? First, we need to give ourselves a little bit of power. We don't have to go all the way down. We're just gonna... The advantage to building on the edge of the map is that, you know, it tends to be flat. Very few obstructions. Disadvantage, of course, is if you fall, you're going to have a bad time. I think we should paint our target corner here. Just so we know. Ooh, I think we should give ourselves a few more spaces for the entry point. All right, and then we'll paint the target corner. And then we'll pull up the blueprint. And as I like to do, just kind of rotate it around, make sure we understand that we know for a fact what corners we're dealing with. Once we have a good sense of that, boy, that one foundation space is really not a lot of space. And then we have a wall for this side. Of course, that's going to require us to grab some silica. Oh, wow. I put those so far back, I can't grab it from here. That's okay. We'll just grab a few off the belt. You know, I probably could just, well, no, we'll just go with what we're going to do. Now, we know that we need to make sure. So this one uses casing, oscillators, and computers. Casing, oscillators, and computers. And this one uses crystal oscillators and circuit boards. We need to make sure that the lowest level is crystal oscillators. So that way both pieces of the build plan get crystal oscillators. This is going to be one of our more complicated builds. I thought the moth was flying over me for a second there, and I was like, the moth is not supposed to be in this area. All right. That's our crystal oscillator. You know, which one of these do we set as crystal oscillator? Could be the one that's dealing in crystal oscillators. That'd be my hunch anyway. So the output of this, we're going to send it downstairs. I ran out of sheets. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Did we... Oh, no, it's over here. Okay, I was worried there for a minute. Thought the laws of physics had changed on me. Alright, let's see. We got our crystal oscillators, and we're just gonna have to run these guys through the gauntlet, the maze of this foundational build. Really got to do it though without jumping off the edge of the world. You know, I'm suddenly very one more very? Yeah. Very unsure about running around in this area in full speed. I put on the jetpack because you don't have to worry about power in an emergency situation when you have your jetpack on. This is the bottom one. Let's go back upstairs. One, let's confirm that we can use the hover. Two, we're going to have to make sure that all 4 of the inputs are receivable. We don't have to worry about that part right now. The part we have to worry about is the is this side of things. So this one, I hope you're not afraid of heights. I see the alert. Thank you. Okay. Let's just double check this, make sure everything is what we expect. Crystal oscillators there, crystal oscillators here. Now, of course, these crystal oscillators are going to be used to make computers. And those computers are going to be used in these radio control units. It's all going to be so good. We just need to get everything hooked up. One of the things I'm thinking about is like, just how can we have enough power so we can float around and actually not die? You know? I got a series of problems to think about here. I think I'm going to put a high-end double wall, right? No, I don't want it to be part of that. Or that. There's just like too much wire in here. We'll put it. No, see, it's trying to help me. Yes, thank you. And the power from the outside will connect to here. That will connect to these. Maybe I don't want to connect it there. Technically, I wanted to have some lighting fun in here. Like this and like this. And then this one, the bottom one is the machines. Right? Yes. Hi, Belt. Thank you for that. Sorry, I know I'm kind of all over it here. And this one comes down, and then this connects to here, and this one connects to here. And then we can control that half. And then over here, we can control the ceiling lights separately. That's probably completely unnecessary, but we have control. And now over here, we got this double wall. Bring that over to the bottom, which is the machines. And I suppose in the same area, we can connect the light control panel. There we go. Ooh, just fit perfectly on a single foundation. All right, so partially what I was hoping to achieve with all of that is to give ourselves some additional places to connect wirelessly to power. Ooh, it reconnected. All right, I think we're good. Next thing that I'm thinking about is pulling in the silica. We could kind of slide it in over here. That looks like it's our best option. Here's what we'll do. We'll build a little side storage. And try to pull this from multiple levels. Just to make sure that we don't lose integrity of the supply. by only hitting one level, and to ensure that we don't wreck the current methodology by pulling everything from a single level. This won't be perfectly balanced, but all four of the levels are making some contribution to our radio control and computer factory now. Now, whether this is the right place to hook it up is a different question. I could slide it in on this side. It will be a lot easier to deal with over here. Let's slide it in over here. I'm thinking a nice kind of a targeted lift like this. I could probably lift this up and then directly connect it, right? And before we get too far into this, let's just double check. Where does the silica have to go? Circuit boards. I'm glad I checked. It actually has to go up here. Silica. Which means it's in the first level. Kind of building in the rough here. Oh, way past it. Okay, silica connected. Let's go ahead and put these lifts in place. Circuit boards get made on site. Don't they? Uh-oh. Right, they get made up here. So we need to add copper sheets, and that needs to go... Where do those copper sheets need to go? One less than the silica. And then whatever's left, the casings, are one less than that. Copper sheets next. Copper sheets should come in. We should have lots of copper sheets ready to go. And then the next one is casings are taking a little while to kick in. Copper sheets go right next to the silica. Whoa. Yeah, we hit a dead spot there. All right, so copper sheets, where are you? This might actually be a relatively easy shot, if you'll forgive me for not having perfect angles. We're going to go upstairs and check it out, make sure it's working. I hear something processing, so it must be working. All right, circuit boards are being made. We're being very wise with our clock speed. Said circuit boards are dropping down here. No, they're dropping over here to be part of this computer. And now all we need to do is connect in our last ingredient, aluminum casing. And since it is the last one, we know where it goes without thinking it through. Oh boy. Let's take this belt out of the way and get this far belt done first. And then reconnect this belt. All right, so now you're connected. You're making good old-fashioned circuit boards. Those circuit boards are being dropped down into here. You're making computers. Those computers are being output and sent over here. So you can make radio control units. On the output side, well, we'll worry about the output side in a minute. I think we've proven that all this is actually working. Okay. Now all that's left is a little copy paste. Oh wait, we've got a thing for this, but we want to count. Let's pick up, I don't know, 4 at a time? What's the right number? If we picked up all 18, we would just not be able to do it. Let's do 8. Let's see if we can pick up 8 worth of stuff. We know we picked up some extra copper sheets that we don't need, so we're going to drop those off. Okay. A little bit of silica. Probably can pick up all the engines. Get some of the cable. Find some of these good old-fashioned pieces of plastic. Iron plates. Iron rods. Uh-oh. Starting to worry. Oh, there's some iron rods. Some steel. Lots of quick wire. We actually needed copper sheets. Uh-oh. Let's drop some concrete. We don't need this much concrete on us. But we need some. And then we need encased beams. Ow. All right. Are we in blueprint mode? We are. Let's see. Which way is the right way? I may be able to fly out a little bit, right? This is the right way. The wall's on the inside. It's just a matter of finding the snap point. Let's try to build that again, but on this side. Try to keep them somewhat even. Oh boy. Kind of holding your breath the whole time there, but I think we got it right. We've got this tiny, tiny little area where we need to connect belts. Oh boy. Kind of stuck in here. Well, we've got plenty of crystal oscillators. I mean, those are ready to go. Sorry, I know I'm kind of stuck in the maze of this factory here. I have to admit, it's not really built for walking around in. It's more built for checking it out from the outside and enjoying the fruits of the labor. Or fruits of the automation, I guess, more precisely. Whoa. Oh yeah, we also need to connect the output belts. This guy's waiting on a computer from over here. Oh, it's going to take too long. It looks like it's working. And we effectively do the same thing on the other side. Let's grab the good stuff out of here. Let's grab the merchandise. Yeah, see, we already have radio control units piled up right there. And a good chunk of them piled up right there. It's going to take a little while for us to get computers because we've set these smart splitters to only output computers from the factory once its paired machine is full on computers. So that's going to take a little while. That's okay. What we want is... let's grab from the... there's only 2 outputs, so we'll just do it this way. I totally missed that. And for these, we have to do the opposite, which is merge them and then move them. Man, I am surprised that there's not better wireless coverage over here. Let's give ourselves some coverage. Super temporary. Super temporary. Oh, we're out of cable. Let's grab some aluminum while we're at it. And maybe a little bit of iron rod. That should provide us some better coverage here. Of course, right there we've got 0 coverage. What is going on? You know, I forgot I need to do one more thing. Not slide off the edge of this cliff is the primary thing I need to do, but I also need to put in little places to catch the end result. We'll label it afterwards. So this is our input. Well, the lights are really dropping my frames per second there. Why are those so close together? They look like they're right on top of each other. All right, let's see if we have our wireless power connection. Where? Okay, hold on. I am losing it here for a minute. Sorry, I feel like I should be able to see. Look at that. Look at that dead spot right there. I feel like I should be able to see where these connections are. I did build these two. I did build these two. I built that. And I built that. Is this on a ground? A rock? No. It's in a void. I will take this foundation out just as a marker so we can kind of see. Let's see if we can see that. Oh, that hole is way over there. Okay. Let's drop you just way down. Doesn't even really matter. And then we're going to drop you way down as well. We're going to hit the merger button. I'd love it if we could confirm that. Okay, good. Just wanted to confirm that those two were merging the same material together. Oh, you're going to give me that click? Give me that click. Thank you. This is telescopic building at this point. Conveyor belt is too long. I think we're done. I'm gonna find my way out of here. Holy moly. Shoo! Yeah, exactly. So I could do a quick test. Which is... Oh wait, I can't do a quick test. So no matter what I do, this guy's gonna block it. I'd have to temporarily change this to any. Then grab the computers out of here. And then drop the computers in here. Let those go out. Change this back to overflow. Then we'll go and check our drone ports. So this is our battery drone port. No batteries in storage in the drone port. Let's see how many battery. Well, we don't have any in storage here either. Any in here? Uh-oh. That's bad news. We'd like to have some batteries in storage. On the input side, probably should just check the drone ports themselves. It's a little unrealistic to think that they've already filled up. Computers. Computer. Passive shipper. Though it does have a battery, so we can say with battery. Uh-oh, it only picked up 11 batteries. That's almost enough for it to pay for the trip. We're going to have to double check our battery factory. Obviously, we've got some issues. Radio control unit shipper. Oh, I can't even say with battery on this one. With battery. It'll be a shipper. Okay. So those two are added to the drone network. And now it's just a question of how many of these have we built? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, I agree with you. That is a potential thumbnail if I've ever seen one. I'm just kind of liking the look of this. All kinds of angles. This side's not connected yet, so it doesn't look as cool. But we'll take one shot anyway. Okay. Let's connect this side, start making some stuff. Actually, I've already done this, so I think I'm gonna finish this factory up off camera. I'm gonna come back. Boy, it's really giving me a hard time making that connection. I'm gonna come back once we're done. All right, because I have a bunch more to build. Did I count? We didn't even count it. We got so enthralled by the awesome look. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10. It's 25 radio control units. It's not bad. I think I planned for double that though. So yeah, let me take a moment. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool when it's done. Let me take a moment to build out the rest of this. You've already seen it, so it's just going to be duplicative. And I'll be right back. And we are done. I think maybe this might be a fun follow-up photo. So with that, we were able to use our wall facade pretty successfully to just tack this right onto the side of the building, almost exactly like that. So that worked really well. And we used that all the way down the edge there. One of the couple of things that I might do later is put in a railing, and then we'll have to figure out, much of this is the same on this side, figure out how to connect this back to the cliff so it's not just floating out there. And then we'll be all set. But as far as this factory goes, let me check the numbers here. We made 50 radio control units and 32 computers per minute. So that's not too bad for a single factory. Some high-end components. Yeah, maybe those numbers aren't... Oh, well. That one's ready to go. Oh, this is my battery section. Hold on. I should probably just jump up here. Just being close to these lights is absolutely wrecking my frames per second. Yeah, okay, so there's radio control units, and those are coming in as well. So it's all working. I'm happy with that. Interesting build. I'm enjoying this this look. It is possible that we've reached the end of pure boxy layout. Might have to start doing a little bit more for the design aspects, but I'm happy with the lighting choices and what that does. Having the control and the ability to pick multiple light sources and multiple light colors inside a building makes things look really cool. I mean, there's all kinds of interesting potential screenshots to be had here. Like that one's another good one. But before we go and just sort of make a family album out of this, let's call it. We're on our march to update 8. We want to make sure that this playthrough is complete before update 8 releases, so we can start update 8 fresh, ready to go. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.